Could you talk to the audience about what you guys are doing with your custom reservoirs and pumps and stuff like that?
Sure. So this is Apex, and this is the cooling system for our new F131, which is a grounds-up Maingear design chassis. And what was awesome is this is really the first time I've really seen anyone design a liquid cooling system specifically for a case. So we designed both at the same time, which gave us a lot of flexibility. So Apex is what we're calling an integrated cooling solution. So the idea is to take all of our secret sauce with liquid cooling and put it into a single product with a ton of features. So for a start, it's a giant oversized reservoir, which means that a customer doesn't need to top it off over time. So low maintenance. It's got dual pumps. The big advantage there is that we're able to run the pumps at like under 25%, so they're super quiet and they're going to last a really long time. The block itself is parallel, pressure regulated. So essentially what happens is the coolant comes in. It's easier to show you on the one with the liquid inside. So the coolant is pumped down through here. It goes through a flow meter. There's a temp probe here that allows us to adjust the speed of the fan and the pumps based on coolant temperature instead of just load, which is really awesome. Mm-hmm. And then it comes here and it actually splits off and goes independently into the GPU and the CPU separately.
Interesting.
So traditionally, the way water cooling done is it's done in series. So right. You run it out of the CPU, it's hot, and it goes into each graphics card.
Something's going to get warm liquid.
Exactly. And this way, it comes off of the radiators and straight into each part separately.
So everything gets cool liquid every time.
Exactly. It's hard to do because you need the flows to be good, otherwise you'll get reduced flow to one
of the two parts. Yeah.
But with a custom block like this, we're able to basically kind of baffle it internally. So it's pressure regulated so that they each get even flow. Mm-hmm. It also has a pressure release valve to release pressure to help us drain it, and a drain port in the bottom. And one of the other things that I really love about it is because this wasn't an afterthought like most liquid cooling. Usually a chassis manufacturer will they build a case, they get it, and then they drill holes in it and try to mount reservoirs and pumps and things like that. You'll notice that this fits the case precisely. All the angles, every little detail matches everything. Even like the tubing angles are kind of matched to the angles inside the chassis. Mm-hmm. As far as the case, this is a MATX form factor. Our goal with this is it's like our interpretation of what the perfect PC is, right? So what do you want? You want two of the best NVIDIA graphics cards. You want Intel's best processor or AMD's best processor. So we chose MATX because it gives us the form factor that we want to get all those components, but keeps it slim. This even has a full ATX power supply in it for the size. So you'll notice there's really no wasted space internally. And I'm sure you'll love this. We even have a Type-C port on the chassis, which isn't happening a lot.
Right.
But for us, it was important. We wanted this to be as future-proof as possible, and I'm sure you agree Type-C is the future of connectivity. So it was important. We made sure we put the...
I mean, it's a good thing because a lot of people are going to buy these systems and have them for a while, and it's kind of like future-proofing they don't have to worry about.
Exactly, exactly. And, we wanted something that was going to be able to fit on a desk. That's why we wanted the small footprint. That's why all the ports are on this side. And it's really it uses space super efficiently. The entire top is a radiator. Right. So that's a 420 millimeter radiator. Best in class as far as cooling that you could fit in this form factor. Normally you only get this in one of those giant mega towers. But I'm really proud of what we're able to fit in such a slim chassis that's so beautiful.
It's a single radiator design.
Single radiator.
So everything exhausts out the top.
Yep. So the airflow is bottom, and the bottom is open in the back, and it goes out of the top. So you get that natural kind of heat rising. You're not going to get dust because it's all coming out of the top.
And is this GPU configuration with the ribbon cables standard?
Yep, this is how it comes. So we're basically using ribbon cables to PCBs on the bottom. Mm-hmm. There's a couple advantages. One, you get to see the water cooling, which it's beautiful.
Especially when it's like that.
Exactly. But it also reduces the footprint. This chassis would be much wider.
Because of the length of the GPUs.
If we had them mounted
width, actually.
Traditionally. Yeah, exactly. So it lets us fit more in a tighter space. And if you look from the side, it honestly is super, super slim for the form factor.
Yeah, it's a thin profile.
Everything's RGB. So it's got our front logo, and all of the internal lighting is all synced.
Okay.
And Apex also has built-in LEDs as well. It could be RGB, but you can swap them for UV. And let me just show you this one over here, because I think this is just a beautiful piece of art. So one of the other things we're going to do with F131 are small run, kind of limited editions, where we can take more unique kind of configurations that we can't offer in bulk. So like gold fittings, these are custom tubes from Bits Power. So we're able to, we want to kind of do smaller run stuff that's really beautiful that we can offer our customers. So maybe like a month or two at a time with a kind of configuration like that. And then we also, you haven't gotten to see this yet. So we've become really well known for our automotive paint finishes.
Right, I remember those.
We have a full downdraft spray booth. These are painted exactly like a car. We were the first in the industry to launch laser etching on our PCs. We called it Mark.
Right.
We have a new step, so it's like $250,000 worth of equipment in our spray booth, and we're able to, with our automotive paint finish, now do full coverage art. So a customer, this is just an example panel.
Wow.
But a customer can submit their own artwork, and we can apply it to the system. And I mean, you can see it here. It's full gloss, beautiful. It's as durable. It's our automotive paint finish.
I mean, it looks nice.
It's gorgeous. And we can do so many different things. So like this is our partner Unicorn. This was a build for them, so it's got their logo on it. Somebody could submit a logo, and it's inexpensive, so it only adds like a couple $100 to the paint job. Normally airbrushing would be like thousands of dollars, and you're working with an artist.
Right, and this is the UV.
Yeah, this is like this is also it's super hard to see in this lighting. But this is our new Spectrum paint.
Okay.
They're chameleon colors, so this is blue and purple. It color shifts as you move around it.
Oh, I can see it. Actually, it shows up on the camera better than it does with my eyes.
That's kind of funny. Yeah. The super premium paint normally only on supercars.
Oh, that looks clean. Yeah, it looks nice. And that's on the whole body, right?
That's on the whole body, yeah. Full coverage.
That's really cool color shift.
And I don't know if you've seen our Omen version.
I have, but probably not updated.
Yeah, so this is our partnership with HP. So we build the higher-end Omens. So HP has their entry-level kind of stuff, and then we start at the really custom stuff. So it's our Maingear, core on the inside and the Omen chassis. We're able to do a lot with this. It's a cool tri-chamber design. So the core chamber, separate chamber for the power supply, and one for the hard drives. We're able to use those extra chambers with our liquid cooling to kind of isolate individual radiators. So there's a lot of cooling real estate. It's a super cool looking chassis. I really like the Omen. It's like a good showpiece.
Yeah, looks nice.
But yeah, that's our exciting stuff for CES.
That's very cool. Thank you very much for showing us. That's the whole lineup right there.